Okay, hello. It's alright, good.
Actions.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
In fact, we'll be using a lot of HTML in this section because CSS is used to style existing HTML elements. So we have a couple of sections on CSS. It's a relatively huge topic, but it's also pretty simple. So this is an introductory section, and like most of the intro sections, pretty much everything here is crucial. Understanding CSS conceptually, what it is, what it does, understanding the basic CSS syntax, the recipe, if you will, for using CSS, crucial. Including styles correctly. We need to be able to include CSS files in an HTML document. How do we link to them? So it's just a single new HTML element. It's pretty straightforward. We'll talk about color systems. Crucial. We use color a lot in CSS. We need to be able to specify text color, right? Here's black text, here's white text. Background color, here's green, yellow, purple. Things like the color of a border. So there are different color systems, and we'll spend a little bit of time talking about them. Now, I have this one yellow card for common text properties. There's one video in this section. I think I covered like 6 or 7 different properties that have to do with styling text. Some of them are quite important, but then some of them are just much less commonly used, like changing the spacing between the individual letters in a word. Good to know, but you definitely don't need to stay up at night making flashcards and quizzing yourself on those properties. Then we do talk about one called font family, which is how you change the font of some HTML elements, rather. That's pretty important too. I'm going to call it crucial. This is an intro section. All this stuff should go by pretty quickly. I hope you enjoy it. I found a lot of students do enjoy Intro to CSS and CSS in general. It's pretty easy. It's just big. So I think there's actually a video in this section called CSS is huge, don't panic. And that's coming up pretty soon. So without further ado, good luck. And it's been an honor teaching and learning alongside all of you, each and every one of you. Onwards we go. Why don't we start with a quick recap of what HTML, CSS, and JavaScript each do. You might recall this slide from early on. The purple dino danced. The idea here is comparing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to different parts of grammar, where we have nouns, adjectives, and verbs. So we just learned HTML, the nouns, the what, the dinosaur in this case, or in HTML it might be something like the button, or the heading, the form. So we're moving on to adjectives to CSS, which describe those nouns. The purple dinosaur, or the purple button, the large button, the small button, the rounded button. CSS allows us to style and manipulate the visual, for the most part, visual representation of our HTML content on the page. But we still have to have that HTML there first, which is why we begin with HTML. So CSS, I guess we should get this part out of the way. It stands for Cascading Style Sheets. The Style Sheets portion, I think, is relatively self-explanatory. We're styling content. Cascading part is something we will come back to once we learn a bit more about CSS. So just to recap what CSS is, it is a language. It's not a programming language necessarily, but it's a language that we can use to just describe the appearance or the visual representation of our documents. And in the next video, I'm going to address this bottom point, that there is a lot to CSS and it might seem intimidating, but it's actually pretty easy to get started with, and as long as you don't have the wrong mindset going into it, it should be a relatively painless process. It's a fun thing to learn in my experience. So whenever we write CSS, we're Writing CSS rules. They look something like this. Now, this is a generic sort of extracted version. This is not valid CSS here. This is the basic pattern or template. So we have something called a selector, and then curly braces, and then property :value semicolon. So let me make this a bit more real. Here is how we would make all H1 elements on our page, of which there should only be one in the first place. Here's how we make them all purple. H1, and then curly braces, color purple. So this will make all H1s purple. This formula, this pattern is very simple, but it can get more complicated. We can do two different properties. We can set the width and the height. So width will be 100 pixels and height will be 200 pixels. And we'll talk more about these properties and what pixels are and different units and height and width and color and all of that later on. But for now, this basic pattern. Make all image elements 100 pixels wide and 200 pixels tall. Here's a much more complicated one, but it still follows the same pattern. We have a select. Up top, this whole thing up top all the way until the curly brace, that is selecting something. What it is selecting is every other text input. So this is saying all inputs where type is set to text, and I want every second one. Don't worry about remembering this or memorizing it for now. What we want to do is give it a 2-pixel solid red border, and it would look something like this. So it's always this same pattern. We select something, all H1s, all images, every other input with a type of text. There's all these different selectors we will continue to learn about. We're not really learning about them yet, so we will learn about them in the next couple of sections. But for now, this pattern is what is most important. Select something and then set these properties, set these styles on those things we just selected. So just to give you a better example of how powerful CSS can be, here's another code pen I found. Did not make this. I am not a talented designer, but it's a pretty nice looking book e-commerce website, I think, or a read books website. There's HTML over here, and here's CSS. I'm going to comment out all of this CSS or delete it, and this is what we're left with. our content is still here, but everything is huge or tiny in some cases. No nice fonts, everything looks completely different, but all of the content is here. So all of these images for the books and the authors, all of the text, all of the descriptions, the ratings, all these paragraphs, more images, all the content is here, but I got rid of all of the styles. So HTML, the nouns, CSS, the adjectives, or the structure. Let's give it a second and then see what it looks like. And there we are, back to normal with our CSS. Look at all that stuff. It's a pretty amazing transformation. Same underlying content, CSS plays a crucial role. So we've got a lot to cover, but hopefully it's something you're excited about, or at least can recognize that it's important. And in the next video, I'm going to start by just showing you how many possible properties there are that we can style. There's quite a few. Before we go any further, I want to address this bottom point. There is a lot to CSS. There are tons of properties that you can use at any point. That does not mean you need to know them all at once, that you need to memorize them, that you need to worry about them. It can be intimidating compared to HTML. There's just a lot more to know. None of it is terribly complicated, fortunately, but there's just a lot. So just to give you an example, I put together a quick example here. These are all individual properties that have to do with border, the border of an element. So there are different properties to change the color for the entire border, or just the top, or the bottom, or the left, or the right, or to change the rounding, the radius of the corner for the top, the bottom, the left, or the right, to change the width of the border, the style of the border, to change all sorts of things. You can see there's, I don't know, I didn't count these, but probably almost 50, maybe 40 different properties here. You do not need to worry about most of these. They exist, and there might be a time you need one of them, but the beauty of all of this, especially CSS, is that you don't need to hold it all in your head. You can find information when you need it online. Nobody expects you to be a master of every single property. The ones that you use the most, you'll just naturally come to remember, but the ones you don't use, or very frequently use, you'll just look them up. So MDN does have a CSS reference. Where are you? Technologies, CSS reference. Scroll down. This is a list of all of the CSS properties. So if you need to use a property and you're not sure how it works, for example, if I needed to use, I'll show you something I never remember, which is the gradients here. A conic gradient. I never remember how this works, but MDN explains it. We've got examples. I can see the examples here. I can toggle between them. I can scroll down and read more about how it all works. I probably chose one of the more complicated properties to show you right now. Most of them are even simpler than this, but the documentation is incredibly helpful. So keep that in mind. MDN is a great resource. And the other thing that I do a lot, sometimes you just may not know the property that you need to use. You may not know the name. You may not even know if it exists. So you can Google things. There's lots of guides and tutorials. For example, I might want to make some shadows in CSS, some shadows around text, so I would Google something like CSS shadow, and we'll find a couple different results. Generally, I try and avoid this website, W3 Schools. We've got MDN, so there's something called box shadow, there's something called a drop shadow. So there's all these articles that will explain different things, and there's nothing wrong with consulting them at all. It's just part of being a developer, is doing this research and finding things. So there's also a different type of shadow. We can do a text shadow, which I never remember the syntax for either. We can find it here. There's also these tools that you can use to help you out. So the fact that a tool like this exists, it helps me make a text shadow. I can choose how much I want to shift things up or down. You can see the result here and here. This is going to just spit out CSS that I can copy. The fact that this exists shows you that for a lot of people, they don't remember or they struggle to build these from scratch. There is no shame in researching any of this. Here's a different type of a shadow on an image. Here's a rounded shadow. Here's the text shadow documentation on MDN. Long story short, there's so much to know in CSS, but honestly, you don't need to know most of it. There's so much you could know, and there's a small subset of things that you definitely will know just by using them enough. And the rest, you can just access when you need it. So don't feel like this is a huge thing you have to memorize. Please stay calm, light some candles, stack some rocks, smell some lovely flowers. Everything's okay. Just focus on the syntax, the patterns, and being able to access information if you need it, but not cramming it all into your head at once. So let's begin. Alright, so before we start writing our CSS, let's talk about how we include it. Where do we actually write it in the first place? There are a couple of options for writing styles. I have them listed here. The first one is to write your styles directly inline in your HTML elements. This is not at all a good idea, really ever, but I'll show it to you. You may come across this. I'm going to make a new document. This one is called index.html. It's just a common name, just a sort of a standard home page or main page for an application, but it can be named anything. I'm just going to add an element or two very quickly in here. So let's do CSS intro, and then down below in H1, hello world, and I'll add a button as well, I am button. Okay, so I can add styles directly in line to any of these elements like this. I could say style equals, and then in here, I could specify color should be purple. And when I open this up in my browser, here we go, it is indeed purple. And then if I have a button, I could do something like, how about background color will be pale green. Sure. Refresh the page. There we go. So this is not a great idea, mainly because it's really difficult, it's impossible to share these styles without duplicating them. For example, if I had another button on my website, another button, often we want them to be branded and styled the same way. So if I want this button to have green or pale green text, I have to duplicate this whole thing, put that in here, and then if we decide actually we don't want pale green, now we want just forest green or green green, I'm going to have to change that in 2 places, or in a real website I might have a dozen or more. Buttons, I'd have to change them all individually. Also, I can't share these styles between documents. I might have 10 different pages or HTML documents for an application, and they all need to have the same styles. So this is not a good approach, but you may see it. The next option is to use these style elements, which allows us to write CSS directly inside of our document, but not nested or not embedded in an element. So I'm going to get rid of this, or maybe I'll just comment this out, so you can see, inline styles, bad, and then I'll add in something else in here, like let's do an H2, I am H2. And then what I can do is, in my head, I can add a style element, just like this, and I can write my CSS in here. Now we still haven't seen much CSS at all, but I can write some in here, like make all H2s have a color of, how about pale? Violet, red, and I will refresh, and there's my H2. It is pale violet red, and I can have multiple H2s now, and they will all share that same color. So this is an improvement upon this approach where I wrote my styles in quotes in each element because I had to duplicate that style for every similar element. So this is much better. I can style all the H2s, but we still have the problem of if I have multiple documents, multiple pages on my website that I want to use the same styles, I then have to copy and paste this into each one. So the best approach, and the one you'll see the most, is to write your styles in an external style sheet. So we'll make a new file, a completely separate file, where we write our CSS. It needs to end in .css as the file extension, and then we can include that file in our own document, or any other documents we make. So to do that, first I'm just going to comment this out. What we want to do is make our file, not new folder, new file, and I'm going to call this one probably app.css or my styles or styles.css, just anything.css. And I'm going to write the same exact rule that I wrote, H2, maybe we'll give it a different color. How about color of indigo? Just like that, and save this file. But I'm not done yet, because these are not connected. In any way. This HTML file knows nothing about that CSS file. We need to tell it about it using a new element called the link element. The link element goes in our head, so it's one of those things early on when I introduced the head. I said, we put the title in here, and this is where we include scripts and style sheets. Well, now we're including style sheets using the link element. So we write link, and then we specify an href attribute, which is the path, or it should be the location of the style sheet we're including. And then there's this rel equals style sheet. I don't think it's actually mandatory, but most editors will put that there for you. VS Code does, and you'll see it most frequently because there are other things you can include with the link tag. So let me just show you how we would do this. We'll add our link. You can just hit link tab, and it does this for me. It already gives me rel equals style sheet, href equals, and the path where I can find this exact file, app.css. It's in the same folder, but just like before, with when we did images, we could have nested, styles/app. Now, that doesn't exist, I don't have that folder, but I could, and I would use this syntax. So app.css, these link tags always go in our head, they are embedded information. The style sheet itself, that link element, is not something we want to show up here. So we put them in the head, we set that href attribute, let's refresh, and now we're getting our indigo H2s that tells us everything is working. So anytime you make a style sheet, app.css, styles.css, silly.css, it needs to end in .css. Also notice I'm getting the syntax highlighting from VS Code. And then to include it in a separate document, in an HTML file, use the link element and specify the href attribute. We'll do that all the time. Follow that formula every single time you make a new style sheet. You'll need to connect it with a link element. So we're going to be getting some of the more basic, commonly used CSS properties. Things like color, background color, changing font size, it's all of that stuff. And then we're going to talk more about selectors. So there is more to this first piece, right? Selecting, I mean, we've seen it already. You can select an element, or you can do fancy stuff like this. We will cover that, but we're going to begin with what goes in between these curly braces. Is the different properties that we can set for an element. And we're going to start with this one right here, color. So we can select, in this case, an H1 or all H1s, and set their color to be purple. The color property on MDN, looking at it right here, is something that accepts a bunch of different types of values. Following this video, I'll actually have a standalone video on how color works in CSS. You can see there's all these different systems. We've got named colors you might be familiar with. We've got hexadecimal, RGB, HSL, HSLA, RGBA, all these different systems. systems. But all of these values here just represent a color. However it's stored, how it's represented is different, but they're all just used to represent a color using text. Okay, so the color property is going to change the text color. So if we set this, what is it, a paragraph or something over here that's being updated, it's the text color. It's not the background color, it's simply the color of the text. And that's really all there is to it. So again, we're going to focus on colors in the next video, but if I make a couple of different elements here, got H2s, a bunch of them. Let's make a couple of buttons. Button 1, I'll duplicate that. Button 2. What else should we do? Let's do a paragraph of text with some lorem ipsum in there. Okay. So actually, you know what? Maybe let's do a little bit more. Let's do lorem times 3. Okay. So here's my paragraph, here's my buttons, and my H2s. I'm now going to hop over to my app.py.
Oh, what's up? Learning HTML and CSS again. Yeah. Now currently finding how to increment a number in Vim. Like increasing. I don't know how to say it. Oh, it's Control V A. Control V A. No. Not Control V A. It should be a G. No. No, it's okay, confusing again. I'm CSS engineer. Don't you know that? I'm a CSS engineer. What? Oh, B? Wait. G Control A. A Python master. No, I'm a CSS engineer. How do I increase, like, yeah, yeah, like that. How do I do that? X? X? Nope. Control X? Nope. G? Ah, god damn it. Never mind. I can do it manually. Oh. What do you work on? Enjoy to live. Do you stream? Oh, do you stream? No.
It and then get
Well-
like
Do you what kind of content do you make? A videos found. I don't stream, but I'm having for Joe. So, what kind of programming do you like to do? What domain are you interested in? Oh, what have you made so far? Because programming has so many things and don't know what to pick, right? Buttons, mostly front-end engineering.
CSS, my style sheet.
Okay.
We've already set color here to be indigo on all H2s. We can
So
play
you're a CSS engineer? Like CSS engineer a thing, you know? It's a thing. Look at this CSS engineer job. Really? Wait, CSS engineer. Look at this. In DuckDuckGo. CSS engineer. Yes. CSS engineer job. CSS engineer. There is a thing. Look at this CSS engineer. So
around some different values, right? We have the standard colors, red.
a second. I'll turn off my fan. Turn on my fan. So you do front end stuff? Like, do you have a website that you can show that you have made or something?
I'll show you the specific named colors we have.
Because I want to see like someone who come watch, like, oh, they made something, then I can stream that content, you know, like maybe front end content or something, so people can learn.
Teal, and as we've already seen, the text color changes on every H2. This is not the first H2, it's not the only one, it is all H2s in the document. So let's work on the buttons. Let's set them to have a color of, how about magenta? So when I refresh, when you
Yeah, that's one of the things currently working on. Okay. Whoa. Hey. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Not bad. By the way, it's really fast. Oh shit. Yep, really fast. That's good. First thing is your website is really fast. Create, boom. Oh, it's 404. Oh, you need to update this, huh? 404. No page? Wait. You forgot to upload the page. Support us. maybe it's cached already, that's why it's fast. The first thing about a website is it should be fast when it's load, so reload. Not that bad. This take a little bit, I think. The logo 8,000. Why do you have it 8,000 like resolution? Yeah, you should trim this. You should there's like a tool called PNG crush, I think. Yeah, use this. Use PNG crush to crush the image to smaller, or maybe remove the pixel out of it, and you have a smaller thing. So I believe this is a logo, and the logo shouldn't be this much big. Or this one. Oh, you're just using in here? Yeah, you shouldn't use 8,000 resolution. You should this is also too much for this picture. This is okay, 300. This is okay, but maybe a little bit bigger. It's kind of blurry. Yeah, this picture looks nice. Yeah, about 1,000, about around here resolution. It looks okay to me. Yeah, 600 or 1,000. Yeah, but 8,000 is too much. Try to cut this picture down. So if I open it, I mean, what's the thing? So it's too big. Save it. This image is too big. Even though it's 30%. Look at this. 30% is this. You can't even see what is this, right? Even though this is 30%, you can still see. You can still see clearly. Like if it's 100%, it's like too much. It's overkill. That's why your website is a little bit slow, I'm guessing. So yeah, if you take this down, it will help a millisecond or something. Other than that, it's the backend already gave a smaller version. Really? Oh, but you loading it, the current version in backend is giving, so that doesn't. So, but anyway, you're loading in the the original picture, so that will take time. And then it's errored out. Bad. Okay. So yeah. Overall, it's good. I like it. By the way, zooming is different than changing the viewport size when you. Yeah. I see. Let's see if you have. Let's see with the iPad. Let's see. Let's see with the iPhone SE. Not bad. About iPhone this. I mean Samsung. Yeah. Kindle. Cool. How about the, how do we say it? The iPad Pro and this one. yeah, iPhone this, iPhone 5 SE, and this. Yep. So let's see if your thing can handle. Cool. Let's see. And then this. You see this? Now this is a problem for you. Now I also have issue for this resolution. You know, some people still use this kind of monitor. So this kind of monitor is either this or either this. Wait, I think. Wait, what was the resolution? Resolution. It was something 1000. Yeah, either this. So some people still have this monitor. You should be careful about that. And some people might have this size monitor. So this, you have free size here. So in this layout, you could do two at a time. And then it's good. Like, how did you do this? Display grid, yes. Row grab. No. Oh, you use like this? I see. Interesting. I never used this. You made a grid. Okay, grid. And then you use this. Okay. I learned something. Cool. This looks like a button, but it's not. So make it like more clear that it's not a button. It's like, it looks like a hovering thingy. See, it's like you have to scroll a button or something. It's like if I hover, the color change and I click it or something. It does look like one, and yeah. But overall, good. Yeah. Works in all viewports. Yeah, it's painful, but you could use like framework for that. Like, I use Tailwind. It does everything for me.
Expect to see on these buttons.
Or you can use Bootstrap.
The text color changes to magenta, not the background, but the text. And then let's also do it for our paragraphs. So the P element.
But Bootstrap is not that good at handling this stuff. You need to do it by yourself. But Tailwind is pretty okay, in my opinion.
Use the name of the tag.
Yeah.
P button H2. If we were making an anchor tag, if we had an anchor tag over here, so the A, we're not going to write out anchor, we just write A. We use exactly the same syntax over here to select by element type. So H2 button, P tags are going to have a color of, how about olive, not old lace, well let's just do olive, I didn't even know that was a color. And refresh, okay, so that's working. But then we also have background color, which is...
Also, we have a background color, which is something different. Background color. Black. Green. Black.
different. Probably you can figure out what it does. It's going to change the background color of whatever element we are selecting or elements.
Yeah, we could just do body
So
here and there.
background dash color, and you can set both color and background color on an element. So if I wanted my buttons to have different background color, they could default as sort of a whatever grayish color. I can change it. Background dash color, and of course we have autocomplete here. So
Boom.
background dash color. Thanks to VS Code. I'll go with how about cyan? It's gonna be quite the bright pair of buttons here, and there is our bright cyan background. I can do it on my H2s. I'll set background dash color. How about we have teal there, pale violet red, papaya.
So many mosquitoes.
Refresh. There we go.
By the way, enjoy to live. I do have a YouTube channel that you can look that you can reference to it. I mean that you can look at it or maybe learn some lessons. I did some YouTube there too. I'll show you. So there it's in Thai, but the video is in English. So maybe you're looking for this video that I use Tailwind. Maybe this will benefit you. It's a stream. Sorry for the sound. It's an hour-long stream, right? And then so basically I was doing React and front end. You saw me somewhere? Basically it is like React. So React is front end something, and then you could, yeah, you see Tailwind. This is all Tailwind that I used, and maybe you could start from here and look how I use Tailwind to start my stuff, or maybe way before then. That, yeah, try looking into this video, and then maybe it will help. So you see this. So the end product was were you in advocate stream? Oh yeah, I was in advocate stream. Yeah. So you can see you can add the thing, you could delete. It's like with animation. So you can look into this, and you can try to play with this. So go to inspect and try to do stuff with CSS. Whoa. Yeah, advocate. It's he I don't know where he went. He just stopped streaming from nowhere. Maybe it's still streaming, but I don't see him. I don't know. He does stream sometimes. Yeah, advocate. Oh, I stopped following him 5 months ago. I guess Twitch just unfollowed. Yeah. I don't know where he went.
That was so crazy. How many lines was this? 60 characters? There's no way you could do this in JavaScript. The bots, this is just a bot on easy. This is an easy bot, not the hard bot, not the easy, not.
Oh, it was this video that he showed me how to do stuff.
Here, make this happen.
So this is now 40.
Yeah, he just stopped streaming. Don't know. Wait, he had a. Oh, I thought he had his own category. If I was home, he would clash. What?
Now remember, an H2 is an example of a block level element. It goes all the way across in this case. Takes up whatever space is available in the container it's in. In this case, it's the body. Our body goes all. Text itself is small, but by default, the background will fill all of that.
So many mosquitoes are here, boy. Yeah, because it's an H2. H2 take up all the space. I mean Clash of Code, lol. God damn it, these mosquitoes are fucking killing me. Like, Advocate live in Chiang Mai, right? I live in Samui. It's like 6-hour drive. I think so. I think it's 6-hour drive. Go Samui to Chiang Mai. It's 21 hours of driving. Yeah. But with flight, you can just go like in an hour. To go to Chiang Mai from here. Yeah, hour 45. Never thought Thailand was that big. It's really big. Have you not seen the map of Thailand? It's like from here to up there, here, up here. I think like if you live in Bangkok, it's the heart of Thailand. You can go here, anywhere. But I live in here. I live in this island, small island. And to go to Chiang Mai is up here, so it's like from here to here. If you live here and you wanna go here, you're fucked. You have to go like up there. Yeah, this is good. Chiang Rai and Chiang Mai. I wonder how long is from Chiang Rai to Chiang Mai. Chiang Rai to Chiang Mai. Chiang Rai. How long is it? A 3-hour drive? Like if you live in Bangkok and even if you're going to Chiang Mai, there's like a highway for it. You just go this thing straight. Just go straight. I mean you need to turn here. Sorry, turn and then straight and then turn and then boom. It's basically like 2 turns. So you're here, you go, don't do nothing. You go here, you turn left, you drive, turn left, and you're in Chiang Mai. Oh, Handicapes, what's up? Hello, I just came to say hi and remind myself of the song. Why a person now? It's someone in the chat told like mention advocate name, and I remember that advocate was in Chiang Mai, so I just
Okay,
explained.
So background color. One quick note: you may see this as well. People using background without the dashed colors.
Tell me. Oh man. Oh, tell me what are you doing? Okay, we are learning HTML CSS again. Yeah. How was the interview? I gotta go. Okay, see you. See you. Enjoy the live. Helicopters. It was okay. It was not that bad, but they didn't reply to me. That is sad. But what did they ask you? Did you watch Stragger stream that he did with me? Did you watch that? If you haven't watched that, you should probably watch that and try to recreate yourself. Try to what?
Like that.
Try to recreate what he did to me. I recreate what he said to me. And then basically it's what Stragger interviewed me. It's just the same. Here, watch this, right? And it's basically exactly same as Stragger, what he did. And yeah, did you guys do like pair program? No, Stragger just hit me with questions. It's very close. Yeah, very like similar. Like I would say like 98% similar. So I did this day before when I have the interview, and the next day I had it was exactly same as Striker. It was in both English and Thai. Yeah. So you should watch this, and there's like some he'll say something. He'll tell me to do something and then try to do it yourself. And that is a good idea, I think. Are you good with JS now? Yeah, I don't know. I can write it. I mean, I did something with JS. With JS. I mean, I made a note-taking app with JS. I made a web tic-tac-toe with JS. Note-taking app. What? So I made a like note-taking app with JS, and it's basically like a React application. So you could add stuff, you could delete stuff, pretty much it. Yeah. And then like a web tic-tac-toe, and then this is like super advisor project. I'm gonna soon contribute to this project. I did contribute it already. So what happened to the e-commerce? It's still up. It's still there. Yeah, it's still here. Have you tried looking into some freelance works? I did I did freelance too. um how do we say it? I mean, I cannot show it to you the source code, but yeah, you can just look at the website broad view, but I cannot show you the source code because I don't know if they allowed me to show the source code because it's not mine. Technically I created for them, but it's theirs, so I don't want to risk it. But I will show you the website. What was it? Oslo Taylor. Yeah. This was, I used some JavaScript too. So you can look at it. This is freelance. Got paid. Got paid around $200, $280. No, it's a full website. $200. You live in Lebanon, right? Lebanon. It's just how, no, this is Lebron. How do you spell Lebanon? Lebanon currency. Lebanese pound. Okay, so 6,000 baht to Lebanese pound. This much. $274K. Yeah. Why your currency is so big? Like 6,000 is just much. We have hyperinflation. God damn. $45? Fuck. God damn. Is it more inflated than Myanmar? 54. God. At least you're not that 54. Oh man. What technology? It's HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's it. Would you build a website for me? Yeah. But I'm lazy. I could if you need, like, I'm lazy to build like full blown website for you, but if you need help, I could help you. Like, just ask me like to help. I can help you. And if you want me to create from scratch, I can, but I'm too lazy. Yeah. I mean, for money. Yeah, sure. Sure. I'll create for you if you pay me. I mean, I have other stuff to do too, but well, I don't know. I don't know. Like per hour. Like 100 baht. I don't know. 100 baht. $3 an hour. Could you pay $3 an hour? That's too much, I think. It depends. Like, yeah, $2, 3 to 4. Yeah, not below than 3 though. Because if it go below than 3, I cannot eat anything. Yeah, $3 per hour if you want to pay. But you can build your website already, no? Like, why are you paying me to build? Like, just build it, and I'll help you for free. You don't need to pay. I just need help. Yeah, I'll if you need help, I'll help. I'm more than glad to help you for free. You don't need to pay anything.
So for example, on my paragraph, I could set background to be orange.
The main reason I don't want to do the big project, like the full-blown project, is I need to think, plan, design, and write code, and then come to you and ask about the thing, how you like it, and then go back, redo it until you like it. That's painful. But if you need help, like you want this, that, yeah, if I have a design, yeah, but you know, right, if you have a design, then if I do it, I mean, if I create a full blown, then what's the purpose of you learning? Like, is it like you want just a website, or I thought you wanted to learn programming. I think best is just don't pay me, and then just I will help you if you need any help. Like, if you want the nav bar, I can help you with nav bar. I should show my website. Yeah, let's try to build one. I mean, you could ask Strago. He's way better than me. He knows stuff.
Changing the background color.
Rather than paying me, pay him. He will get more faster work done for you. I don't know if he would do it for you, but you know, I'm shit at programming, so I can just build. But if you want to really pay, let's pay Strago to do it, you know. You will just made a website like, pop, there you go.
Is a different property from background color. Background does a lot more than changing the background color. We could set a background image. We could set a gradient. We could do
You're a good man. How I'm a good man? How? Gotta go? Okay. Have a good day. Okay. Okay, see ya.
may see this as well. People use background without the dash color. So for example, on my paragraph, I could set background to be orange. Now, if I refresh, that does work. It's changing the background color. But technically, background is a different property from background color. Background does a lot more than changing the background color. We could set a background image. We could set a gradient. We can do lots of things with this background property. We'll learn more about it. So just know that background color is the specific version just to change the color. Background, as you see it right here, is actually more powerful, or it has a lot more options. All right, so those are our first two properties.
Please make green. Green. Whoa. paragraph should be in hello white and then back around color black basically logo Maria slide to the fucking logo a background color pink check solution I no need motivation I ain't gonna salute
Next up, we'll continue talking about colors.
I know I don't vision why I can't convert what what in the event of communication what the hell I don't know vision I absolute wait can I stream on here I can stream here too god damn whoa look at that glitch can I stream here smoother custom smoother video yeah, sure I don't know if I'm allowed to stream there okay be live hello okay it's good I believe that's good how do I close this thing programming all right is my PC going nuts be live it's a good thing Papa Americano papa papa bing yes yeah boy welcome สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ Is the video on? Wait. What's up, Matt Flash? What's up? What's up? Good to see you here. I don't know how to turn on my video inside the OBS. Is this my video? It's not. What's AMD Arena? It's a Thai channel thing. It's where it's where people can stream, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. It's a group of Thai people who come and contribute to stuff. สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ so you gotta do separately. I don't know how could I do that, but yeah. Let's see. So we are doing some CSS and HTML, like relearning and stuff. So yeah, we might have to follow this thing. So let's see.
Some of the values.
Screen share separate and face separately, but that sucks, you know. I guess if I'm using an OBS and I'm using my face here, write a config parser, should I? Okay, we could do that later, but for now, people in Discord, you could join in Twitch if you want to join in Twitch. It's better for me and better for you too. You can see my face, the beautiful face, แต่หน้าที่น่ารักของทุกคนนะครับ so yeah, try joining on Twitch and then it's better for everyone, right? Okay, for now I'll just leave it as a pork face.
Different system.
คนไทยเหรอครับ ใช่ครับ คนไทยครับ ถามไอผมชนะ yes นึกว่าฝรั่งไม่ใช่ครับ เป็นคนไทยแต่ว่าพูดฝรั่งได้ครับ ตอนนี้กำลังเรียน CSS แต่ว่า HTML CSS แต่ว่าคือผมรู้อยู่แล้วแต่ว่าอยากเรียนอีก อยากทบทวนอยากเขาเรียกอะไร go nuts when they use John face. You know, it's like relearning the basics, if you know what I mean. I'm not that fluent. I don't know how I say in Thai, but เรียนรู้ใหม่ ผมคิดเหมือนกันไม่ใช่ครับถามได้ถามโปรแกรมมิ่งได้ผมแค่ทำเล่นๆนะครับไม่มีอะไร
But also things like
um
colors. So these are colors that have a specific name in English that you can reference, and every browser is supposed to know that, you know, medium violet red is this exact shade, this exact color. So some of them I've put on this slide here just to show you. They range from simple.
What the fuck, my Flash?
Orange and
That's
red
how you speak Thai, man.
to dark khaki and medium aquamarine and light sky blue, like color or background color that is expected.
So he's choosing some background color stuff, which is completely boring to me. Yeah. Could we add some button background color to button? So background color, let's say cyan, right? Like boom, boom, bing, bang, bang. We got the button. Does anyone know what's the difference between background and background color? Thailand looks better. ก็ไทยนี่ มีใครรู้ไหมครับว่า background แค่ background นี้กับ background color มันต่างกันยังไง Anyone know if now I have to speak in two languages. Anyone know what is different between background? It does the same thing. I refresh, does the same thing, but if I do background color, it does the same thing. Anyone knows what's that? No one? The best is to Google. And the background color. So the just the background is for ฉันบอกแล้วฉันอยากรู้ภาษาไทย Nice. So the background just the background is you can use this for the image. So it's good to learn this. I didn't know too. So when you use button or image, so you can do img and then you can do background color like black or something. So for image buttons, let's say what's more, yeah, for image buttons and other stuff you need, the best is to use background. And for like p tag, like for the body you can use background too, for the body. And then for p tag you can, for p tag is best to use background color, and for h2 is color. Yeah, good that people know this, huh? Sawadee krap. Welcome to the stream. So let's see what he's doing this.
A color value, we can use those names. So what do I have here? I've got, oh, so ugly. If I want to make the background color, instead of plum, I want to make the background color one of these, light sky blue, or if I like, how about papaya whip, I can just copy that name, papaya whip, right there, save, refresh the page, and the browser knows the color I'm referring, which is pretty limited given the fact that most computer monitors these days display 16 or so million different colors. Now, we can't all perceive those colors as humans, maybe some of us can, but the point is that there's a lot more nuance and there's a lot more options than just 140 different colors. So there are different.
Is that true? Is that true that it's RGB? There are R225, B225, G is 225, R into B into yeah, I guess he's right. So we could do comma this here, หน่วย10 100 พันหมื่นแสนล้าน wait หน่วย10 100 พันหมื่นแสนล้าน10 ล้าน yeah, let's see, technically is 16,581,375 colors that you can generate with RGB. But if you have, wait, HTML have RGB, wait, RGBH, no, RGBA, right, with the, how do we say it, with the alpha, yeah, alpha,มีใครรู้ไหมครับว่า RGBA นี่มันคืออะไร มันแตกต่างกับ RGB ยังไง I try to avoid this website. Sucks. So if you have RGBA, right, you can make the gradient for it. So you can make house sharp. So this is value 0 to 1. So technically it's 6. Yeah, but 5. I see. All right. Anyone have any question? คุยอะไรกันอยู่ผมทำงานอยู่โอเค maybe I choose it human คล้ายๆคนอินเดียนั่นเนี่ย thank you thank you I'll take it as a compliment
different color systems that we could use to reference those colors. The problem with name colors is that we can't give a name to every single possible color value. I mean, you could, but there'd be no way to reference them. 16 million different names, it just makes no sense. So the first system we'll take a look at are RGB colors, red, green, blue. So if you've ever seen a pixel up close, or a computer display, the arrangements might vary, as you can see here, but behind the scenes there are 3 different colors of light, red, green, and blue. And these colors can be added together to form every other color that you might need to display. So this RGB color model goes beyond the world of the web or browsers or even just computers, televisions. I mean, there's cameras. It's used all over the place. It is an example of an additive color system where we have different colors of light, red, green, and blue, and you can add them or mix them together to make different colors. So you can see it here. For example, red and green makes yellow. Red, green, and blue makes white. So you don't really have to get super familiar with how it all works. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to know the basic syntax. So each channel that we have in a red, green, blue color in the browser goes from 0 to 255. So 0 would mean off. So if we had 0 red, there's no red in this color. If we had 255 red, it's maxed out red. So here's an example or a couple of examples and the specific syntax that we use with CSS to reference a color using RGB. So we write the letters RGB, then we have parentheses, and then our 3 channels in order, R, then G, then B. So here I have maxed out red, 255, and I have no green and no blue. So we're just pure red. Here I've done something similar, but I have zeroed out red and green, and I've maxed out blue, RGB, so we get pure blue. Here at the bottom, I have zeroed out everything, so we get black, 0, 0, 0. There's no light. If you're imagining, these 3 channels of light that we're turning on or off, or sliders. I like to think of a recording studio, those sliders on the desk that you move up and down. All of them are down here. 0, 0, 0 gives us black. And then here's a more complex color. You can see that we have some red, some green, some blue. But we have a lot more red and blue than we have green. And we end up...
Is this guy just talking about RGB all the way? This is really crappy.
With this purplish
It's a bunch of RGB suckers.
color. Now the thing to remember here is that you're not expected to be able to just come up with these codes yourself. These are just things that you'll find from Color Picker.
I mean, we could use MDN color picker, I think. That's what we could use to do. Yeah. MDN color picker. Ooh, this is fancy. Look at this. That. Hexadecimal, huh? Shift left.
From color palettes online. I'll show you an example. If we go over to this color picker, this is just one I like, but there are built-in color pickers on your machine. There are color picking apps. There's websites. You just search color picker. Pretty sure Google just comes with one. Anyway, if you play around, you want to find a color that you like. You can see over here, the red, green, and blue channels are being displayed. So let's say I want a nice sort of olivey green.
Yeah.
Let's give our background color to our H2s, or how about our B parentheses? Red was 89.
Okay, let's pick some color. Does anyone have color suggestion? Let's go. Where is it? See that we could use. Let's use some pale green. So 6. So let's do. Pale green would be. Let's do the body of pale green. Let's do RGB. 70. 240. Is it 240? 240 and 75. Bing bang. Refresh the page. Boom. Pale green. Wait, this is not pale green. Okay. Let's use 170. 170. This should be 2. And then 176. Then we get light green, I think. Nice one. Pale green.
And blue is 0, is that correct? And if we refresh our page, there we go, that's the color that I selected. So there is no need for you to be able to tell me, if I need to make a very light pinkish color, you don't need to be able to tell me the exact numbers, but if you know the basics, you know that we're going to need some red, right?
Some blue.
And if we just play around with it, over time you get more comfortable with it, but you'll see, we're maxed out red, and then we have a lot of green and a lot of blue, because remember that this is an additive color system to 255. Copy the colors and the codes from color palettes and color pickers. There's a lot of them. If you search for color picker, pretty sure, one pops up right here from Google, so you can find your colors there. Copy that. If you're working for a company, they usually have a palette that you're going to be limited to, so you'll have the color codes ready to go. And we've only got hexadecimal, which is a slightly different way of representing the colors.
Is it what it is? I do it. Let's see. Color picker. Image. One contribution for today. Website going nuts, sack.
So next up, we're going to talk about another way of representing colors, which is using hexadecimal. Most people just say hex.
Could I stream like the OBS itself? Change window. Yeah. Is it possible that I can stream the OBS itself? Yeah. Stream the OBS window. Hello. Oh. Hello. Okay. Wait, if I do this, does people see my thing? They'll see. Yikes. This is... Never mind. Stream quality. Can we do this? Screen. Yep. Isn't that good color? Let's see. Whoa. Uh-huh. Ah, this card doesn't look good. Oh, okay. I think we should just stream on Twitch. The encoding is better, I think.
Colors, short for hexadecimal. So it's based off of the exact same color model, the same system of having a red
Same system.
channel, a green channel, and a blue channel. And each
Wait,
one
it's
ranges
four?
from 0 to 255. But the big difference is that hex colors are actually written using hexadecimal notation. So if you're not familiar with that term hexadecimal, no worries at all. Let's start with the idea of decimal. Most of the Western world counts using the decimal system, where every digit in a number ranges from 0 to 9, right? So the largest single digit number we have is 9. Then we move on to 10, which is a 2-digit number. The largest 2-digit number we have is 99. So with a single spot, a single little place in a number, right? If we have a couple of slots like this, the single largest number that can go in each one is 9 in a decimal system. But we have other number systems. For example, binary. In binary, we have exactly 2 choices for each spot in a number. So the largest 3-digit number in binary is 111. Now, what we're talking about here is hexadecimal, which is different. It is base 16 instead of base 10 or base 2 like binary. In hexadecimal, every spot or every slot in a number has 16 choices. And because we run out of numerals, what are they, Arabic numerals, I think is the right term, 0 through 9, we then use letters, A, B, C, D, E, and F. So F here is 15. It represents 15 if it were in decimal, but we're storing it in a single spot using a letter. So the largest single digit number that we can represent with hexadecimal is just F. F is the same as writing 15.
F is 15 and 15 is 2. I mean, no. So, F is hex. How do we do this? Hex, F. Man, screw this. Smile, what's up? What? Let's see how to change hex into number. That's how you do it in Python. I believe there was a built-in function for this. Int numeric. Let's go. Okay. So we do int the base of f. No. Just one f is 15. Yeah. 2f is 30. Or 2f. I see. I see. 255. So if we do r equal ff, and then g equals ff rg, and then we need b, then we get this, and then if we multiply rgb, bing bang bada boom. The fuck? Oh, it's in string. That's why programming is fucking hard. Go. Yes. Good job.
In decimal. So the reason that we would use something like hexadecimal is that it can lead to more compact color names or color references. We're basically giving a number to every color, that not every possible color on Earth, but we're giving a number to a bunch of colors, and we're using letters to help make those numbers shorter. We're using hexadecimal so that we can store more information in a single digit. Even if that digit happens to be a letter, it's still considered a number in hexadecimal. Anyway, here's what it looks like. So we have 6 numbers, and they consist of 3 pairs.
FFF 00 8 FFF F00. What? It's nearly the same as this number, but is this 16 million? 16 million and 16,776,960. It's completely different than this number. Fuck.
So the first 2 are the red channel, the second 2 are the green channel, and the third 2 are the blue channel. So just like...
So that would be FFF. Yep. Exactly. This is green, blue. I mean, red, green, blue. So 2F, it's red, green, blue. So if you... I see. I tried to do this in my C project that I made for someone who I knew. Whoa. Allow media access to this. Fuck off. So. Oh, Naputos is here. What's up? Which color do you want to generate? Give me some color. So we could generate some, let's say color picker RGB, color picker. Okay. Let's go with pink, huh? We take this value, right? Value, and then we need to do remove this, and then now if we run the program, whoa, yep, if we run the program, purple, fuck, where is the purple? We need purple. Make. We got red. Fine.
RGB, as we saw previously, we have a red, a green, and a blue channel. and they range from 0 to FF. But FF in hexadecimal is 255. So don't get too hung up on the math, but this is another way of saying 0 to 255. It's just a little bit more compact, and we do have this hash symbol, or this, I think it's technically an octothorpe, pound sign, whatever you want to call it. We have to have that there to indicate that we're writing a hexadecimal color. So this example here is full blast red, full green, and no blue. And in the RGB color model, red plus green gives us yellow. So that's what you see there. Here's another example. Here, we have something a little bit different. We've got some red, some green, and some blue. And I do not expect anyone to be able to just look
15 red.
exactly what shade or what color it's going to be. But you can see that we've got a decent amount of blue, we've got a decent amount of green, and we've got some red. And we end up with this sort of, I don't know, like a darkish blue-green color. But just remember the order, RGB and 0 to 255, except it's really 0 to FF, which is the same thing. So if you look at any color picker out there, it's going to give you hex codes, and they're very commonly used, more so in my experience than RGB colors. Even though it's still an RGB system, it's just a little bit shorter. So if I want to use one of these colors, how about like a light blue like that? I'm getting the hex code right here. I'm also getting it here. You can just copy that
So cold.
and paste it over wherever I want to use it. Let's use it for the color of my text. There we go. Let's refresh. And you can see it, I'm getting that color here. So very easy to use. You do not need to really do
5C, 5FC, 5FC, FFC. 5FC, FFC. Did we get the same color as his? Oh, look at that.
able to look at this and understand what it is. But VS Code, one of the nicer features for CSS is this little color preview. It tells you what you're looking at. I really appreciate that, because otherwise, if you just saw this and you didn't have the little light blue square, it's a little hard to know what you're dealing with. So two different ways of referencing colors. RGB, where we write RGB parentheses, and then using decimal numbers from 0 to 255 separated by commas, and then also hexadecimal, where it's the same principle with an R, G, and a B channel, but each channel is stored with 2 hexadecimal digits. So you use whichever you prefer. I generally use hex codes. So if I'm going to a color picker, this is an app that builds a palette for you. You can find different color palettes and upload them and download them and all of that. But if I like one of these colors, I just copy the hex and I use that. If I like this one, copy that, or play around with this and find a color I want and use that inside of my code. But you can also use RGB. They both are equally good, and they both are much better than using the named colors built into your browser. Oh, and before I forget, there's also a shorthand that you may run into. You can have a 3-digit hexadecimal number if each triplet is the exact same digit. So that doesn't really explain it very well. But imagine we had 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. What color is that, by the way?
Black.
No color at all. No red, no green, no blue. That's going to be black. So if I don't know, how about I give my body a background color of black? So background color, just like that. Put my semicolon there, refresh the page, and it works. But because the red, those 2 digits are identical, same for the green, same for the blue, I can actually shorten this to just 0, 0, 0. Refresh, exactly the same. Now if I had a different color, how about something like CC, I don't know, I'm just totally making this up, 55EE, that pinkish color, sure, there it is. I can actually
C5E?
shorten this just to be C5E. I refresh, and it's the same color.
ABC.
So if you ever see that, for the Arabic, I refresh, and it's the same color. So if you ever see that, you see a 3-digit hex, you could expand it if you wanted to, right? Just add that in, CC55EE. Just know it's a shorter way of writing the same color. But we have way fewer options for only using those 3 digits, versus with 6, we can have all these other colors that don't have the same digit for each pair. Also, while I have you, this is super useful.
Maybe
If you
it's
hover,
streaming.
change something, hover over the color, change its value, just like that.
You could change the background of
And,
this.
okay, you can click to go between RGB and hex. There's also a third system I'm not going to go into here called HSL. I actually really like HSL colors, but I just don't want to bog things down too early on. We could spend an hour talking about colors, and I don't want to do that. But I do have a YouTube video if you want more detail on HSL. It's really not going to be important for now whatsoever. I've got two color systems down, and they're the most commonly used, RGB and hex. Okay?
Okay. What following which of the following RGB color result in shade of green? Shade of green. Uh, this one. RG no. 200. Yep. Great job. Ooh. Five. This is F. Let's go.
I just want to
I might take a oh, Mindstorm. What's up, 619? What's going on? Going on good. Trying to learn some stuff. I mean, I know this stuff already, so but trying to relearn the basics again. But you came in the wrong time because I'm taking a break right now, and I'll be back. Hang on for a second. I'll be back. I need to go to the toilet and pee and stuff, drink some water, and I'll be back. But we are doing some HTML, CSS, and so take a look at this course, right? Pretty good course. Take a look at this. Yep, and then it's what we are doing for today, tomorrow, and until the course finishes. So it's the CSS, JavaScript, right? JavaScript basics, arrays, objects, DOM, document, query stuff, async JavaScript, Ajax API, terminal. We are doing stuff. TypeScript, TypeScript. I don't believe there's TypeScript here, but I could check it for you. But this is a paid course, but I'm doing as a free thing for you guys. So yeah, hope I don't get sued for this. Fight. Sounds good. Yeah, TypeScript. No TypeScript, but soon I'm gonna buy a TypeScript course because we have to learn React, and React need TypeScript because only suckers use JavaScript for React. But soon we're gonna do some stuff. I'm gotta go to pee, gotta go eat some food. I mean, gotta go drink some water, and I'll be back. Okay. help.
Quickly address something that I may not have made a big enough deal about early on, which is the semicolon at the end of every property.
Hey, I'm back. Is my microphone good? Hello. Test. Hello. Okay. That's pretty much good. Nice.
Declaration here. It's essential. You definitely need it in CSS. Unfortunately, you won't get a message or an error if you leave it off, but it is wrong. For example, let's say I leave it off here, color magenta, and I save. I'm going to refresh my page. My styles aren't applying to my buttons. They're not magenta, and they don't have a cyan background color. Now, VS Code does tell you, in the editor, it tells you, that it's expecting a semicolon. That's one of the good reasons to use VS Code. You get that little highlight. Hopefully that shows up on here. This is super useful as well with things like JavaScript, but you don't get any error in the browser. It doesn't tell us we did something wrong. It just ignores that. So those semicolons are crucial. It's how we tell CSS, or how the browser recognizes this is the end of a property declaration, and we're on to the next property. So make sure those are there. And if something does not appear to be working, that's one of the reasons. If you're sure that it's written correctly, just check that semicolon. I don't know if I made a big enough deal about it, but now I have. Okay.
Let's see. It's 2 hours
So
already.
next up, I'm leaving color behind for a bit, and we're going to talk about text and different properties that we can use to manipulate text. It's text alignments, the font weight, is it super bold or very lightweight, is it italicized, line height, letter spacing, and other things, including font size, that's actually missing from this list for a good reason. We're going to devote an entire video just to font size and the different units. So all of these properties have to do with text. And let's begin with text align. Before we go any further, I'm working in an empty document. Well, it's not empty, in a new document with no styles, just to keep things simple. The previous document with all those ugly colors was getting a little messy. So I copied some of the content from the Wikipedia page for cuttlefish, one of my favorite animals. You can download this code and follow along, or you could just type anything that included an H1 and some paragraphs, and an H2 and some H3s and that sort of thing. It looks like this when I open it in the browser. Nothing crazy. Okay, so we're going to play around with text align first. I do need to make my app.css, or I already have it, but I need to connect it. So I'm just going to do that quickly. App.css, they're in the same directory, as you can see right there. Okay, so text align is what we use to set the horizontal alignment on elements. Now, that does not mean how an element is aligned on the page itself, not spatially where it goes, but within an element. How is the text aligned? So let me show you an example. Let's play around with one of these paragraphs, or maybe the H1 is where we can begin with. So this H1 right here, there's only one of them. But I'm technically selecting all of them. H1, text align, and right now it's set to left by default. I could set it to center.
Yes.
And I'll refresh. And now it is center aligned. It just so happens that the element itself goes all the way across the screen, right? You can see there in DevTools. So it's aligned to the center of that. And if I did text align right instead, I'm going to go all the way. To the right-hand side. There you go. But let's say I'm
Since when? Yeah, this channel. Offline. Nice. Wait, do you stream? Oh, Mindstorm. I see. I always forget you.
gave this H1 a width, which I recognize we have not yet covered, so don't worry about this. I'm going to give it a width of 50% of the page. Okay, now this is still aligned to the right. Can you see that blue box there? That box only goes halfway across the screen. So text align is not going to move the entire H1 around. It only operates within the confines of the content for that H1. Or for a paragraph, it can do the same thing. So I think I'm going to go back to center align here. I can do paragraphs, text align, let's do right. And now they're all aligned to the right of their respective paragraph sort of content boxes. So that's text align. The next property we'll take a look at is font weight. So font weight is how we can control the boldness or lightness of a given piece of text. There are a couple different ways that we can set this. We have keywords like normal, bold, lighter, bolder, and we also have numbers, 100, 200, 300, 400, and so on. Typically, the most common weights are going to be 400, which is usually normal, and 700, which is bold. And it's important to note that not every single font on Earth is going to have all of these available weights. So font is actually a topic we'll cover later on, and specifically how we include our own custom fonts and, use some nice cool looking fonts. For now, we're going to just talk about font weight. So
Thick as fuck.
I'm going to head over here on my H1 and set font weight to, why don't we start with normal, because most H1s by default are bolded. Now it is normal weight. You can see that there. It is large. It's bigger than this text, but it is not bolded. I can also do a number to go back to bold. I can set it to 700. Now it's bolded. I don't know if we'll have access to extra bold. Let's do 900. Yeah, so the browser, this font, whichever font it is, the default fonts for H1 in my browser does not come with all those different weights. So I'm just going to go back to 400 or normal. It's the other way you could write that. So if you try and use a font weight that cannot be found for this given font, like if I try to do font weight 100, the browser is just going to pick the closest one that does exist, which I think is 400 in this case. So we're not getting anything else. It looks exactly the same as it would if I had said 400 or if I had said normal. It looks exactly the same as if I had said 400. Yep. Okay. So remember, we have not yet covered changing fonts. I think it's, I can't even remember if it's Arial, Times New Roman, that's the default font in Chrome, but anyway, we'll learn how to add fonts in and customize all of that. For now, we're working with the defaults, and it might be different depending on the browser you're using. But font weight is how we can make something bold or unbold something. So I guess I should show the opposite, taking a paragraph or something that's not bolded and making it bold. So all paragraphs are now going to have font weights of, I could say bold, or I could write 700. Oh, that is just hideous. I'm not going to do that, but that is how I would bold something. So the next property we'll look at is a bit different. It's called text decoration. And text decoration is actually surprisingly complicated. We could devote a lot of time to it. Complicated is the wrong word, but there's a lot to it. Text decoration controls the appearance of decorative lines on text. So this is how we control things like if there's an underline, if there's an overline, if there's a line through. So I'll just quickly show you an example. Why don't we make, I guess on our H1, we'll set text decoration to be underlined, just like that. I'll refresh, and we get an underline right there. Well, there it is. We could also set that to be overline, and it goes above, and we can set it to, I think it's line dash through, and we get a strike through or line through, which can be nice for doing a to-do list or something like that. You want things to be crossed off. But it's actually more, oh, there it is. We can
Echo. Text decoration. How you spell it? Online. Ah, I see. Start. Yeah. Oh man.
style, solid, double, dotted, dash, wavy, quite a few.
underline.
Different options. Let's try wavy. So I think that's good enough for now. Most of the time I'm
Wavy.
underline.
Quick. Yes. Then right. Red is FF FF 000. Oh, this is baby. Would this work? Oh, it should be underline. Curly braces. Looks like something.
Wavy like that. And save. Okay, there's our wavy underline. So I think that's good enough for now. Most of the time I'm just using this to either do strike through, or another common situation is to actually remove a default underline. So if I had an anchor tag in here somewhere, let's do around mollusks right here. I'll do an anchor tag. href will just be nowhere, and put mollusks in there. Save, refresh. By default in our browser, we get this underline. And if I don't want that, I believe on Wiki.
This.
By default in our browser, we get this underline. And if I don't want that, I believe on Wikipedia they actually remove that. Yeah, all of these are links. There's no underline until I hover at least. To do that, I can use text decoration and set it to none. So I can select all my anchor tags, text, decoration, none. And I'll refresh, and now it's gone. So we still have
Okay, that's pretty much it for today. I might head out for now. And yeah, thank you for watching, Twitch community and YouTube community too. Everyone, if you're watching in YouTube, thanks for watching. If you watched until the end, and Twitch people, if you watch in the middle and somewhere, thank you. Bye bye.